Hello Twitch, hello YouTube. Welcome back to another thought process video and also how to play gearing. Now there's two. First of all, I want to go regarding the captain's build because you can definitely switch something here. I just couldn't really decide and I barely play gearing so nowadays because I think it's a bit power crapped. But anyway, you want to build gearing either into torpedoes or into guns. Although guns, while the gun DPM is not bad, you do have the problematic problem that the gun arcs are pretty trash. You have barely any HP in comparison to other tier 10 DDs nowadays, and your gun power is not even equivalent to things such as Kleber or Gdansk or and so on and Smolensk. Now, I could probably drop BFT here or the torpedo reload for superintendent, which you should definitely do. This is a really old build for me and I've never bothered changing it. But you want to switch one of these to one more smokescreen. Now what makes gearing so special? First of all, I have the unique upgrade for it, which means I have the best concealment here. Besides Yugomo and Jaeger, but Jaeger is not... I don't really care about Jaeger. But basically you have really good concealment with 5.6. The torpedo reload is pretty decent with 93 seconds. The American torpedoes are pretty stealthy. They hit like a truck. With over 15, with nearly 80k damage, and while they're not fast, they're not slow either. Now, what do you want to do with gearing? Gearing has one good thing for your team: the amazing American smoke screens. Other than that, you can contest caps, but you gotta be very careful about the raiders. And when you have pocket fights with other DDs, try to be always on the kiting side, so you can kind of maximize your damage output while taking a minimized risk. And again, look at what targets you have. Like for example, I will not open up on the Zorki unless I can win with like super fast support and they can shoot me. Right now, we're just gonna go into the cap and spot the Zorki. Like, be patient. Be patient. I have him in gun range, but first of all, he's super fast and nimble and my gun arc sucks. So there's no reason for me to open up because all that would happen is that this entire column of enemy ships could shoot me now. I will put the pressure up though, because they have only one raider, unless Yu Yang has also raider. So what it means is, we're just gonna get the cap now, forcing them to go away. And of course, we can launch our torpedoes from time to time, because that's a massive blob. So, the Zorki is turning in again, which means I'm instantly gonna turn like this now, so we can escape if needed. Also, Jacksonville has been radar range, so we gotta be very careful here. Nice, somebody got a really good hit on him. Now, again, Jacksonville radar is 9 km, so we can reverse in here. We gotta be careful about potential Zorki torpedoes. They have 10 km range. But other than that, we should be pretty good here. Actually, we're gonna go for the main. We're not gonna take care about the Taiyang. They are the Zorki torps. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna get the cap.
Well done, Commander.
Again, me and the Jäger are gonna spot for our team quite well now. And we're gonna get the cap. Not the most thrilling gameplay right now, but it's perfectly fine. It's about supporting the team and trying to get the advantage. And when we have the cap, we force them to push in here. Funnily enough, they have a decent force to just overrun, or not overrun us, but I think they outnumber us by 2 ships, so... Oh well. One more cool thing about gearing is that you have 16.5 km range on the torps, so we cover this entire area up to the map border. Which means if the main, for example, decides to push now, he will eat probably one of our torps. Right now I'm thinking about rotating to B-cap. Because Shima is coming here and... Yeah, well... That's a lot of torpedo boats. Plus I can see if I can maybe reset the Tromp. And we got one hit on the main. Nice. That should be a perma-flood as well. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna spot the Zorki here for our Vermont. Which is gonna be not optimal for him. And in fact, I will actually open up. I can go dark with a smoke screen if needed. Switching to AP because he has a 50mm plating. And let's rain some damage on him.
Smoke generator started.
I'm gonna smoke up here. He is spotted. He cannot go dark.
Problem solved, sir.
Again, you see the terrible gun arcs now. On this range, I'm just gonna spam HG now to get a fire maybe. Nice. And if in case he makes it away, we're gonna pre-top there already. Oh, the fire is gonna kill him. Nice. And bye. So you see, you can still use your guns. You just gotta choose your. You just gotta choose your engagement more careful. The AP on Zorki was because he has a 15mm plating. And at short range, you can easily aim on it, so you do quite some damage. You saw I got 3k per salvo, which is quite a lot. Now we're gonna see if the Tromp is still in the cap. We gotta watch out against Tromp, because Tromp will trade with us quite brutally.
Engine boost activated.
So we also need to make sure we have the advantage when it comes to the engagement here. We do have a Shima supporting us, though.
Teammate, I need your support.
I owe you one.
Okay, the Tromp disengaged. Interesting. We also gotta pay attention on the minimap constantly. The Zao is in a decent spot to shoot us. 12 cam range on a DD for Zao is pretty much nothing. And now we... What us see? Okay, we don't see any Tromp planes. He's probably between me and Venezia right now. At least that's what I would do. We only saw Kohorn planes though. Yeah, they have 3 torpedo hits. The Tromp is close to Venezia. Gonna keep our tops ready here for the Monty. He might turn in, that's why I launched the second set a bit closer like this. And what I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna go close to the... Oh, we got Yugomo, never mind. Suddenly Yugomo jump scare. And he's opening up. Okay. Now we will win the gunfight against the Yugomo. The question is, how much damage will the Monty do on us? So we gotta pay attention to the Monty. My torps look pretty good on the Monty.
Torpedoes astern.
Nice. Very good. 3 torpedoes on the Monty. Yugomo lost quite some HP. We're actually gonna push towards the Yugomo now, as soon as we go dark. And now we turn in. Yeah, we got a Yu Yang as well. Smoke Yu Yang, by the way, no radar, good to know. And now we're gonna run the Yugomo. He's at a better spot now, but we have more HP. So we're just gonna finish him off here. And again, we mostly need to pay attention to the Monty. The Yu Yang is also opening up on me, but it's fine.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
We gotta wait until our fire is gone here. Yu Yang is probably gonna push us. He has far more HP, but that's fine. This is why you want a torpedo here right now, because he's probably gonna be greedy on us. And we gotta run now. We're not gonna take the Yu Yang engagement alone here.
Smoke screen set.
We're gonna DCP this, simply because we need to be as fast as possible away here.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay, looks like we didn't hit the Yu Yang, unfortunately. Indeed. Thank you, J-Walk. Moin Turmfalke, moin okay. But yeah. So, what happened here is now we didn't hit him. He either went this way or he went through the torps. Regardless, we gotta make sure we have support in case he comes back. What we're gonna do now is we have barely any HP left, to be honest. So we're gonna use our AR and launch our torps more often on this flank. We played safe. There's no reason for us to run into Yu Yang now. We don't have enough support here to deal with him. Okay, there were Yu Yang torps, so he is pushing towards us. Jäger is also coming up. Good. I'm gonna park here now. And as soon as I see the Yu Yang, I will actually open up on him. But we have the island to instantly disengage. We just want to block B from him. Because what Yu Yang needs to do right now is he needs to get B cap for his team. Jäger is also gonna help me spotting him. I think he might actually use my smoke screen. He should really go here. Even though he has probably some respect from all the surface ships here. Oh well, we'll find out. Smoke screen is disappearing shortly. Jäger is still not spotting him. Is he actually using my American smoke? For no reason there. How are the torps looking on the Monty? Oh, Monty's gonna eat my torps again. You see, here's the nice range of the American torps comes into place. Because you can actually hit targets like this. That's a double flood. And he had a DCP ready, unfortunately.
Our victory is in sight.
Okay. Yu Yang apparently doesn't want to go for the cap. We have the Tromp on the Thunderer.
Smoke generator started.
No! Sorry, I fat fingered now.
Our team has taken the lead.
Also, I wrote Trump instead of Trump. Yeah, this was not intended, I'm sorry. Apparently I pressed T before writing the text, so we lose the smoke screen. And Yu Yang is completely somewhere else, that's crazy.
Smoke screen set.
Interesting. What I'm gonna do now is... Venezia, get ready. I push the Yu Yang. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna push the Yu Yang because we have a Venezia as backup.
Teammate, I need your support.
Plus we know exactly where the Yu Yang is in the smoke. Yeah, Trump is molesting the Thunderer. Or Steamer could actually help there a bit. Good. We launched the torps to get him potentially out of the smoke screen. Venezia is directly behind me, aiming towards the Yu Yang now. So no matter if I go down here, the game is first of all won, and Venezia is gonna insta clap him.
Teammate, I need
Unless of course he missed. Get ready for. The Yu Yang should leave the smoke screen, by the way. If he sits in there and gets torped now, unfortunately. I don't need to be afraid of torps because they're deep water. And we don't get him. Oh well, he ran away. GG. And this is basically how we can still play gearing. This is a perfect example how to play gearing. You need to play it a bit safer. You cannot be the first line guy anymore and smash it out with DDs, unless it's like a Yugomor or a Shima or a Halland, whatever. But basically, play it a bit safer with this ship, utilize the torpedoes, Use your concealment, which is very strong. And you can do pretty good in it, yeah. I still wish it had a heal nowadays, or a bit more HP, to be honest. But you can still use it. And the torps are fantastic. Again, the torps are really good, because they're stealthy and you have range. And the reload is not too bad either. We received 80k damage, spotting is 60k. We molested the Yugamo here, we did quite some damage to the Zorki with AP. Monty was completely smashed by us, and we also damaged the Yu Yang a bit. So GG. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe under the YouTube video. It would really help me out a ton. If you want to see more stuff like this, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.